Welcome to the deep dive. We take fascinating sources and, well, we dive deep to pull out the best bits.
Uh-huh. Aptly named.
Indeed. So today we're tackling something universal. Money. But maybe not how you expect. We're looking at how we pay. Have you ever actually stopped to think that the way you pay card, cash, phone might matter more for your spending than the price itself?
It sounds a bit counterintuitive at first, doesn't it?
Totally. I mean, we're all about hunting for deals, racking up points, getting those instant discounts.
Right, that's the standard advice.
But what if the biggest savings lever isn't in some app, but like in your actual wallet with physical cash? Our source today, The Enduring Power of Paying Cash, makes exactly that argument. It really challenges how we think about being financially smart.
It does.
So our mission today, figure out why maybe, just maybe, using cash more often could be a better long-term savings play than chasing every last coupon.
And it's not just, someone's opinion. This idea, it's actually grounded in behavioral economics. We're going to talk about something called the pain of paying.
The pain of paying.
Yeah, it's this psychological friction that happens when we spend money. And this deep dive, I think it'll show how just changing how you pay can, well, almost start to rewire your brain a bit.
Yeah.
Make you more protective of your money.
Rewire your brain. Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's unpack that.
Let's do it.
So the source gives this great, really relatable scenario. You're at the checkout. Happens every day, right?
Yeah, multiple times.
You've got basically two main choices for how to pay. Option one, the plastic. Credit, debit, whatever. Quick swipe, maybe a tap.
The default for many of us.
Totally. It's fast, smooth, almost thoughtless sometimes. The money just sort of vanishes digitally.
Abstract.
Yeah, abstract. Okay, option two. You reach for your wallet, pull out actual cash, you see the bills, count them, hand them over, maybe you get change back. It's physical.
Definitely more involved.
So the source asks this brilliant, simple question. Which one feels worse? Like, which one gives you even a tiny little psychological pinch? A sense of loss? And the answer, according to the research in our source, almost always it's paying with cash. That's the one that hurts more.
Right. And that pain of paying, it's a real term behavioral economists use. It's not just you feeling weird about it.
Okay, so it's not just me being old-fashioned about cash.
No, not at all. When you use a card, your brain kind of treats it like numbers just shifting around somewhere out there.
Yeah.
In the digital ether, as the source puts it.
Right, like it's not quite real yet.
Exactly. There's a disconnect. The immediate feeling of loss. It's much weaker. They call it decoupling, separating the fun of buying from the pain of paying.
Decoupling, okay.
But with cash, it's different. Your brain literally sees the loss.
Yep.
You watch the money, your money that you worked for, physically leave your hand.
You feel it.
You feel it. That physical act, it creates this immediate feedback. Accountability right there in the moment, that little mental ouch you mentioned.
So it's like a built-in pause button almost.
In a way, yeah. It taps into our natural aversion to loss.
Right.
We hate losing things more than we enjoy gaining things of equal value. Cash makes the loss obvious. And that's not just a fleeting thing. It actually influences what you do next.
Okay, that immediate ouch makes sense. But, convenience is king these days. Does that little sting really change behavior long-term? Or do we just get used to it because swiping is just so darn easy?
That's the key question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the source argues, and a lot of research agrees, it's much more than fleeting. That pain consistently leads people who use cash more often to spend less. Not just once, but habitually.
Huh. So it builds up.
Yeah, it cultivates a different mindset. It's less about that one transaction and more like it's constantly gently adjusting your internal spending meter. Those small signals add up.
Which brings us to coupons. Because this really turns the usual advice on its head, right? We're taught to clip, scan, find codes.
Yeah.
That's how you save.
The thrill of the hunt.
But the source says the impact of using cash, that consistent spending reduction, is actually bigger than chasing discounts. It says coupons give you a small win in the moment, $1 saved here, $5 there.
Exactly. It feels good, sure. You feel like you beat the system.
Yeah. But is it fixing the root problem or just patching it?
That's the perfect way to put it, patching it. See, coupons reduce the price of one thing you were maybe going to buy anyway, or maybe got tempted into buying because of the coupon.
Good point.
But paying with cash, as the source puts it, it reshapes how you approach money entirely. It's not about the price tag. It's about the decision.
How so?
Because when you're physically holding the bills, you implicitly ask yourself, is this really worth giving up this cash for? That question often doesn't even pop into your head with a quick card swipe. the cost feels less immediate.
Okay, so it forces a value judgment more strongly.
Precisely. And the evidence is there. Studies show cash spenders don't just, magically spend less overall. They actually make more deliberate buying choices,
Deliberate.
meaning they think more carefully before they buy, which naturally leads to fewer impulse buys. That stuff by the checkout. Less tempting when you have to peel off actual bills for it.
Right, the candy bar suddenly seems less essential.
Exactly.
Uh.
They also buy fewer extras in general, those little add-ons that seem minor but pile up on a statement.
Oh, yeah. Guilty.
And get this, the source even mentions people who use cash tend to waste less food because they shop more mindfully. They plan better. They're more connected to the cost of groceries.
Wow, okay, that's a ripple effect I wouldn't have expected. Food waste.
It all connects back to that mindfulness that deliberation cash encourages. So it's not just saving pennies with a coupon. It's building different habits.
Habits that add up.
Hugely. Over time, making those conscious choices, avoiding impulse buys, only getting what you really feel is worth it, that adds up to potentially thousands saved. Way more, the source argues, than a drawer full of expired coupons ever could.
It's tackling the psychology, not just the price tag. Okay, that's compelling. Really compelling. But let's get practical. We live in a world that's rushing towards cashless, right? Is ditching cards completely realistic? Or even smart? I mean, you need cards for online shopping, booking travel, building credit.
Absolutely. No one's suggesting you go full Luddite and try to buy plane tickets with a wad of cash.
Yeah.
That's not the point.
Right. That would be awkward.
Very. The source acknowledges this. It's not about abandoning cards entirely. They have their place, they're convenient, essential for credit scores, all of that.
So what's the move then?
The source suggests this really smart, targeted approach, almost like a spending hack.
A hack, I like it.
Yeah. The idea is try using cash for discretionary spending.
Discretionary. So the non-essential stuff.
Exactly. Things like eating out, buying clothes, entertainment, grabbing coffee, those little impulse buys.
Yeah.
The areas where spending tends to creep up without you noticing.
Okay, the fun money, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And the method is super simple. Decide on a budget for that stuff for the week, take that amount out in cash, put it in your wallet.
And that's it.
That's it. When it's gone, it's gone. No tracking apps needed, no complex budgets. It's a physical, visual limit. You see the money dwindling.
Okay, I can see how that would work. You literally watch your fun disappear.
Right. And the source predicts you'll notice how much more carefully you choose what's worth it. It forces that deliberate choice back into the equation, specifically where you need it most. It turns off the autopilot for those non-essential purchases.
So you're strategically using the pain where it helps most, without messing up the necessary card stuff.
Precisely. That's the beauty of it. You keep cards for bills, big planned purchases, online stuff.
Right.
But for the info zones, restaurants, shopping, coffee cash, brings back that friction. It makes you assess the value right then and there.
Is this latte really worth a tenner from my shrinking cash pile?
Exactly that kind of question. It's more than just budgeting. You're actively engaging that pain of paying mechanism. Seeing the cash go down is a constant physical reminder. It actually trains your brain, particularly the part handling self-control and decision-making, to be more involved in those spending moments.
So it's like exercise for your financial self-control muscle.
That's a great analogy. And the result, like the source says, isn't just saving a bit here and there. It's about fundamentally rewiring your brain to protect your money. You build a stronger habit of mindful spending, moving from just reacting to making deliberate choices.
Okay, so wrapping this up then. The big takeaway from this deep dive, it seems, isn't just that cash makes you spend less. It's why. It's about tapping into that psychological pain of paying.
Right. Leveraging our own internal wiring.
And by using it selectively, like with that discretionary spending hack, you can change your perception, make more conscious choices, and probably save a lot more long-term than you ever would just by chasing discounts. It's an internal shift, not just an external tactic.
Well said.
So the source leaves us with this really great question to chew on. The next time you're tempted to download a coupon app or chase another discount, ask yourself, what if the real savings don't come from chasing bargains, but from changing the way you pay?
It's a powerful reframe, and it makes you think. This idea of using a simple physical act to create accountability and make us more deliberate, it probably applies way beyond just money, right?
How do you mean?
Well, the source focuses on rewiring your brain to protect your money with cash. But think about other areas. How much of our lives are now dominated by frictionless, abstract digital interactions.
A lot. Pretty much everything.
Right. So maybe think about, say, endless scrolling versus picking up a physical book,
Hmm.
or managing tasks via constant phone notifications versus a tangible to-do list you have to
Yeah.
physically cross items off.
Ah, I see. Where else could adding a little good friction back in help us?
Exactly. What other habits could we potentially rewire by reintroducing something tangible, something that maybe feels a tiny bit painful or requires more effort to help us protect things we value, like our
Hmm.
time, our focus, maybe even our relationships? Where else are we letting the ease of digital dictate our choices, maybe not always for the better?
That's actually a really fascinating thought to end on. Where else can a little pain be good for us? Food for thought.
Yeah.